Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? We are back again with another video, and this is a video by YouTuber Headlines. I will link YouTuber Headlines in the comment section. No, sorry, in the description. I have used her content before, goes by the name of Oakley, and this was the very first time we did a video on Megan Lee. And since then, we have seen the evolution of the videos that we've done on Megan Lee. But Oakley from YouTuber Headlines decided to upload a video today called YouTube Mom Secrets. And this video will become very, very triggering. For myself in particular, it is very triggering simply because it brought back a traumatic event that happened to me as a child. Now, I'll explain that as the video goes on. If I say it now, I might spoil what the video is about. But if you are a mother or just someone in general that loves children, this video may not be for you. Okay, so you may want to turn off now, and I will completely understand because this is going to be triggering. But before we start, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, including every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. But with that being said, let's head over to the video itself, and let's not waste too much more time.
Today we're talking about the secrets of YouTube moms. I don't know how to start this video because when I read this yesterday,
honestly, I watched the video, and the second that she said that, I understood within the first minute of this video why she said what she said. No, within the first 2 minutes, to be fair. But let's continue.
on Instagram, it made me sick. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's horrible. It's what we all know, but no one has said this out loud until now. There's a mommy YouTuber by the name of HayleeAndFamily. She was a teen mom, and she's been posting on YouTube for a long time. Just to give you guys a little bit of background on Haylee, she is a teen mom. She was 16 when she had her first baby. Haylee either applied to be on Teen Mom on MTV, or she was approached to be on Teen Mom on MTV. I can't remember which one, but it didn't work out. There was something about the producers, the editing, something about the show that she didn't like, and she didn't go through with it. So she turned down their offer and started making YouTube videos. Just like every other YouTube mom, Haylee started to build her social media platform off the back of her child. Some of her most popular videos are all about her kids. She got 5.8 million views on a video she did about her daughter Hazel going to
I just want you to remember that video itself in particular of her daughter Hazel going to the hospital.
And lately she has posted what I eat in the day because she's on a weight loss journey, Costco, grocery haul, what's in my kids' Easter baskets, running errands. This is the type of content she's currently posting on her YouTube channel. Yesterday on Instagram, Haylee posted this. Want to hear a secret from a YouTube mom that was in the inner circle at one point before I realized they're all batshit crazy? These people love when their children get hurt because the clickbait will really rake in the views. Some even took their kids to the ER just for a thumbnail picture, not because they actually needed to go. I'll let that sit with you. So excited to be closing this chapter of my life. That is the
Let me just read that again for you, okay? Because, yeah. Want to hear a secret from a YouTube mom that was in the inner circle? Can you believe that? An inner circle. That is some deep stuff there. Process that. That means there's a bunch of mums out here, or maybe vlogging couples out here, who are plotting in their circle about the type of videos that they're going to make to make sure they are racking in the views, which therefore equals racking in the money. Now listen, I have no issues with people that want to hustle for money. YouTube is a platform to make a business. It is a platform for you to become your own boss. And I have nothing against that. But when people are plotting ridiculous things, you know what? This is just the beginning of the video, to be honest with you. This is just the beginning. Let me save my frustrations for as the video goes by. But she does continue by saying, these people love when their children get hurt because the clickbait will really rake the views. Some even take their children to the ER just for a thumbnail picture, not because they actually needed to go. I'll let that sit with you. And boy, that has sat with me since I've seen this video. But let me say less now, because there's more to uncover. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't get any prettier. It gets worse.
Cesspool of YouTube. I think I'm gonna become an anti-family vlogging channel. That will be my new purpose life. Being in therapy has opened my eyes so much to what actually is harmful about sharing your children online. A child should never be the center of your business. A child shouldn't be looked as career booster, even though they are. If your child gets hurt, your first reaction shouldn't be the camera. You need to console them, not worry about the perfect thumbnail. I did send
let me just go back there. Listen, with this one, listen, the whole thing hit me hard. But then this really brought in my traumatic experience of myself in particular, which I'm sure some of you may have had yourselves. Obviously, here she says, being in therapy has opened my eyes so much to what actually is harmful about sharing your child online. A child should never be the center of your business as a child. A center of your business, a child shouldn't be looked at as a career booster. Even though they are, if your child gets hurt, your first reaction shouldn't be the camera. You need to console them, not to worry about the perfect thumbnail. And the reason why this was traumatic to me was because when I was in year 5, that means I would have been at the age of 10, I believe, okay? And maybe 9. I was hit by a car, okay? I was playing outside with my friends on my bicycle, okay? I went into the road. I didn't see the car coming. The guy was speeding. He hit me. I went all the way up and all the way down. Hence the reason why I got the scars on my forehead, which I've spoke about before, right? And, do you know what my mom did? Now everybody should know this, maybe especially from the UK. If you get hurt in an accident, you can claim. You can claim insurance. You can claim to have money for compensation for when you're 18 or depending on how old you are. My mom went to claim it, but because the money wasn't going to go into her bank account immediately, she didn't bother. And because I had to wait until 18 for me to even touch the money, which means it would have been mine anyway, she didn't claim it. And this also happened to one of my other friends too. And it's just one of those things that even though this is a social media behavior, it is quite sickening that there are still parents off air who are not on here exposing their children who do the same similar crimes when they are off air, if you understand what I'm saying. Because to be honest with you, seeing that myself and one of my other friends went through the same thing, but then one of my other friends, there's 3 of us, you know what I mean? All different years. It's a mad, actually. It doesn't matter. Either way, one of them his parents actually did claim for him. And, when he got to 18, he had a good set of money. He was able to get himself a new car, da-da-da-da. Now, listen, I'm not complaining about it because I enjoy generally working. I generally enjoy earning what I have, you know what I mean? But at the same time, though, to know that you could have had money in your pocket, but you didn't have it because your mom just was selfish enough because it wouldn't go in her pocket straight away was just ridiculously painful to hear, you know what I mean? And to let that sit with me was challenging. And that is one of the very many reasons why I no longer speak to my mother. You know what I'm saying? But this is why this is traumatic, because it is sickening when parents they use their child for some sort of exploit to earn money. Now, listen, don't get me wrong though. I'm not against necessarily parents that want to motivate their children into getting money. I'm not exactly against parents who maybe want to help their child get into an industry. Like, for example, you get baby models, children models for like websites, for clothing. Listen, I'm all for it, yeah? I'm not against that. It's just that the reason why this hurts so much is because I was hurt. I was physically hurt. And that was the result to it. These children are children, again, who are physically hurt. And this is the result to it. That is the comparison that I'm trying to make here. And this is why, for me, this is very triggering. But let's continue, though, because like I said, this is still just the beginning.
The perfect thumbnail. I did send Hayley a DM on Instagram. I said, hey, my name's Oakley. I have a commentary drama channel on YouTube. I wanted to reach out to you because I'm going to discuss your comments on YouTube moms on my channel. Do you want to add anything? Also, you said you're leaving that world behind you. What does that mean? Thanks. Hayley responded. She said, I think the only thing I can add is just be careful who you support. The best moms on YouTube are the ones with the worst intentions. And she replied again and said, oh, and the whole leaving it all behind is because I'm finally going back to work. I can't express how excited I am. And I said, that's awesome. So no more family vlogs. And she hasn't responded to that message. So it seems like Hayley really wants to leave this world behind. And she's been talking about getting a job for a while now. So I'm happy that she was finally able to do that. And I think Hayley is going about this the right way. She's not naming names. She is saying her truth. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So Hayley started out by saying, do you want to hear a secret from a YouTube mom that was in the inner circle at one point? So I wanted to show you guys that she did collabs with Karen Swan, Marissa is a Mommy, Vanessa Christine. So that shows that she did have some type of relationship with other YouTube moms. You guys know all the sick, gross thumbnails that we see of kids on YouTube with the blood on their face, in hospital beds, with tubes connected to their body. Hayley said YouTube moms love when their children get hurt because they can use that as clickbait, rake in the views, and some even took their kids to the ER just for thumbnail pictures. This is so sick. This is disgusting. We should not support these channels. I'm sure you guys have seen these thumbnails, but I wanted to show you a few. And I'm not scratching the surface here. There are
I'll be honest with you, this one here, scary accident in the park. For real, for real?
so many thumbnails just like this on YouTube that shows kids hurt, crying, bleeding. And instead of being consoled, they have them pose for a thumbnail when they're injured. Or they grab the camera and they start filming this child when they're hurt, upset, injured, crying. Because they have to create content. They have to get a picture for a thumbnail so they can clickbait their viewers into watching their video. It's not right. Children should not be used in this manner. Children should not be content. Children should not be taken advantage of this way and exposed this way. As viewers, we've been watching this stuff go down on YouTube for years, and we're tired of seeing this. We will not support these channels that continue to exploit their children and use their children to make money on YouTube and to...
I'm so happy that I generally just don't watch family vloggers, you know what I mean? I'm just happy that I only stumbled across them for the purpose of holding them accountable, because boy, if I had been one of these people that had been watching one of these channels for years and I'd been blinded to, and I'd somehow been blinded to this behavior, I wouldn't feel so good right now, you know? I wouldn't blame myself. I wouldn't be like beating myself up per se, but I would generally feel like, you know what? I feel like I'm an accessory to this behavior, to be honest with you. But let's continue. Because really and truly, the first thing you should be doing, if your child is hurt, is aiding to your child, not picking up a camera. I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with telling a story about what happened to your child. You know, if something happens to your child today, okay, and then you need to go take your child to the hospital, AE or whatever it is, you take them there. Now, if the very next day you then want to tell people the story of like, listen, yesterday I was out with my child and this is what happened to them. And hey guys, I'm just giving you advice that if this ever happens to your child, please do what you can to take precautions. I'm cool with that. But to then document it, blood, everything physically happening, when you should be thinking about your child more than anything else, boy, that is senile. But let's continue.
Build their social media platforms. That's what they're doing. They're using their kids to build their social media platforms and to make money. We will no longer support these channels. I'm really upset about this because this is the proof that we've all needed. We all knew this as viewers, right? It's obvious. But for another YouTube mom to come out and say, this is what really happens behind the scenes. This is how YouTube moms think. This is how they create content and thumbnails. This really happens. We're not making this up. This really happens behind the scenes. She said they love when their children get hurt because clickbait rakes in the views, and they take their kids to the ER just for a thumbnail picture. How sick is that? Family vloggers, mommy vloggers, daddy vloggers, grandparents who are vloggers need to stop this crap now.
Fitness vloggers, same thing as well. Let's not forget that. Just because this is happening in one community, it doesn't mean this isn't happening in other communities. So don't get it twisted. This is why sometimes I'll make videos about certain people, whether you like it or not, because sometimes I know everyone's a stand to someone, right? Which is fine. But always be open. Always be open to seeing to hearing another opinion about someone that you view strongly, okay? Because at the end of the day, you don't know who's out here on this platform doing things for the wrong purposes. That's all I'm saying, you know, because it's quite interesting though, isn't it? Like when sometimes, you know, I could or someone else could make a video about someone who's got 1 million subscribers or 500,000 subscribers or 700K subscribers or whatever, right? And someone could make a video saying, hold on a minute, I've noticed that this person is actually giving information that shouldn't be given, okay? Or this person is neglecting the type of audience that they may have. And then, you know, when you make these videos and then people come and say, oh, you're just a hater, you're just clout chasing. No, we are not. People like myself who do this, we are not. We're trying to bring you to understand that be careful of who you watch. Like she said, the YouTube mums or the YouTubers that you watch that you think are the bees and knees, you don't know for sure if they're 100% being authentic. And you don't, but let's continue.
Oh, everybody does it. Everybody uses whatever child they have in their life to build their platform on social media to get clicks and make money. And I don't think anyone thinks about the child's feelings, the child's future, or the online footprint they are creating for their child. Nope. That never goes away. So we're hearing this information right out of the mouth of a mommy YouTuber, a mom who was friends with other YouTube moms. Hayley said she was in the inner circle. I'm sure Hayley can't speak for every family vlogging channel and every YouTube mom. That would be impossible. But she is speaking from her own experiences with being in this group, this inner circle with other YouTube moms. If you guys can't tell, I'm a little agitated because I can't stand this stuff. I just can't stand it. So what we need to do as viewers, because really all the power is in your hands,
Facts.
The viewer, stop watching these videos. I'm not naming one channel specifically because there are thousands of channels on YouTube that exploit their kids and use their kids in clickbait thumbnails when they're injured and have blood on their face. But I'm so glad that Hayley is speaking out about this and letting us know the real truth. And this is just the beginning. More YouTubers are going to step up and start talking about this more. I can just feel it. Just remember, your view matters. Think about who you're giving your view to. Every time you watch a video on YouTube, you're putting money in that YouTuber's pocket. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think.
Thank you so much, Oakley. Like I said, I'll leave the original link, the original video down below. You know what I'm saying? In the description. But listen, you know, I don't know if I really want to say anything else, to be honest with you, because, you know, I'm not happy. I mean, I can't imagine anyone watching this video and being happy. To be honest with you, anyone that watches this video and wants to defend some of the actions of some of their favorite YouTubers, who, whether that be mums, you know, what's called single mums that are on YouTube, couples that are on YouTube, single dads on YouTube, whoever it may be, or whether it be someone who's from the fitness world, someone who's from the gaming world, or someone from the makeup world, whatever world it is, okay? The bottom line is this. Just keep yourself open-minded to one day potentially hearing something that you don't want to hear about someone that you watch that you think is the bees and knees. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't come on this platform, nor does Oakley necessarily come on this platform to make you start to necessarily dislike other people or not to not watch them. I mean, for me, my motive is very simple. My motive is, just so you know, the person you're watching done something in this video or these series of videos that I personally don't think should be allowed to be done. Okay? Whether or not you want to be open to that kind of feedback is entirely up to you. But I'll be honest with you, if you're not open to that feedback and you'd rather just come in and rush people like myself or Oakley or anyone else on YouTube who's trying to hold people accountable, if you want to rush us and say, oh, you're just a hater, I'll be honest with you, you're wasting your own time. Because the matter of the fact is, we're just trying to do what we came to do, you know? And that is to try and give you another perspective of who you maybe are watching, who may actually still be a saint. Don't get twisted, they may be a saint. But sometimes even saints can make videos where they slip up. And that will happen to me once. I mean, it already did happen to me, right up the whole Chantel thing. But, you know, I held myself accountable. I contacted her and I said, hey, do you know what? I'm actually sorry for that behavior. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the video here because I know, or at least I believe, a lot of you are going to have a lot of things you want to say in the comment section about this video. And I look forward to your, to whatever you got to say. Because obviously, you know, like I said before, that's if you finish the video. Because like I said before, this was not an easy video to watch. It wasn't a video to react to. Bear in mind, I had to watch it twice because I watched it the first time and I was like, what? And obviously, this is my second time. I don't think I'll be watching this video again, but yeah, it's infuriating. And I think we should be very, very careful of who we are giving a view to. And also, even most importantly, who we are giving super chats to. And maybe even in some situations, who we are joining channels for or joining patrons from, to be honest with you, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to ruin anyone's hustle, but I'm saying that be careful what you may become an accessory to, if that makes any sense. But let me know let me know what you're thinking down below. And I enjoyed this. I look forward to reading whatever you lovely people have to say, okay? We are done and we are out. Peace.